great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jase and Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Wednesday.
Good morning.
How
are we all?
I'm excellent. Had a great sleep.
You look fresh.
Thank you, Clint.
I did
Yes,
not
you're
have a
good.
good sleep.
Do I feel... Yeah,
no, it looks like you got pink eye in one eye.
Oh, no. Jeez, do you have...
The thumb and I have been talking about.
Give me a look. It's a bit pink.
It's a bit punk. Have you got the punk eye?
No, it's not pink eye.
Have you been rubbing it?
No.
What a itchy eye.
I don't have an itchy eye. I've got
What
red
a itchy
eye.
eye.
Lucky both aren't red. There'd be questions asked then.
No, it's only one.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, then I wasn't doing anything else.
I had a terrible sleep.
Oh, God.
I've just had 2 nights of terrible sleeps. But you know what I did do
Get it
yesterday?
together over there. Drug yourself. Knock yourself out.
I know. Well, no, actually, I haven't had 2 nights of terrible sleeps. I had the best sleep of my life 2 nights ago.
Right.
And I slept for like 9.5 hours, but I
Jesus.
just woke up groggy. And last night I had a terrible sleep. It was like I slept too much the night before and my body was like... You know what I
You've
did
had enough.
yesterday? We had friends in town that said, can we go out for lunch? And we went for a bit of a Tuesday midweek long lunch.
I get exhausted from your social diary.
To be honest, I don't actually do much during the week generally besides work. But we went out for lunch yesterday. We went
What
to...
time did lunch finish?
Oh, like 3?
Yeah, right.
It was 12:30 to
3 a.m.
PM.
Right.
I was on the couch by 3:30 and then I
Oh,
was like,
that's
I
nice.
am done.
That's
I
nice.
put,
One of those
I put
lunches-
hacks on.
One of those lunches where you don't need dinner.
Yeah, I didn't eat dinner.
Oh, good.
Are you liking Hacks?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good, easy
Oh,
watch.
you'd like it, Clint. It's about this old bird who does a stand-up show in Vegas, and she can be a real bitch.
Yeah.
Reminds me of someone. So,
Okay.
coming
Anyone I know?
No,
Because I'm not very funny.
not
and
at all.
I'm much younger than you two.
You
so-
are very funny.
How's this last night?
Yeah.
I took the dog for a walk when I got home from Channel 9.
I didn't poo outside the
went
restaurant again,
you
did it?
You could tell he needed a slash and maybe a little poo. So I just took him for a quick walk in my Ugg boots.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. That's okay.
An hour later, I got home. I was just in a mood for walking.
Well,
And I
you just strutted the
I
suburb.
walked all the streets of Richmond
Really?
in my
Did
Ugg
you?
boots.
Really?
Good on you,
I
Karen.
looked like a real
It was a nice
drop
night
kick.
last night. Yeah, right.
It's a bit cold, wasn't
Were you
it?
wearing your Fitbit? Did you get your
Not a great sort of walking shoe, the old Ugg.
No,
No,
not good on the arches.
No.
Not at your age.
Very, very sore calves today.
I went out and bought my family presents yesterday afternoon. I was just
Did
in
you?
I was just in a nice
Just
little mood.
for everyone?
No, I got like Pokemon cards for the kids, and
That's
then I
good.
got Lou some shoes, some Nike sneakers.
You and the random shoe buys for Lou. I find it fascinating. Remember that day I called you? Like, I'm just walking past this shop, saw some beautiful boots, I'm buying them for Lou. Have
Yeah.
you got a foot fetish?
No,
Oh, do you? It's okay.
Well, you know what he
I
likes?
don't have
You know,
I don't
we're
have pink
all-
eye and a foot fetish. All
I
right.
reckon you do. She's been rubbing her toes in your eyes.
No,
hasn't she?
she hasn't.
No, he loves shiny white sneakers. He likes shoes that look new.
Yes. Have you seen Clint's wheels today?
Yeah, they're
Show
great.
your feet. Look at those.
Are they first time wear?
Oh,
The
God.
second time.
What are
wear.
they at Fred Perry or
They are
something?
Fred
See the
Perry.
thing, that little,
The other
little
eye's
reef
getting red.
underneath.
Very good, aren't they?
Oh yeah. I like a nice white sneaker, but no, I like spontaneous presents rather than it's your birthday, it's Christmas.
No,
I've
we
got to
like
say.
both.
And I bought Lou's shoes from the kids section because they had a better range.
So she fits into the kids section.
Yeah.
obviously, Okay.
Yeah, the Nike shoes quite wide. I checked the measurements.
Oh.
So
What
does
size
she-
are her feet?
8.5.
No.
Yeah.
Their kids don't go that big. Do
No,
they?
no.
Because
Yeah.
I'm an 8. No, I don't think I
No,
can
big
buy
kid,
kids.
big shoes, big kid shoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So has she been rubbing her feet on your face?
She has not been rubbing her feet on. I'm not.
Certainly looks that way.
I'm not a foot guy.
Must have been sucking her toes when she accidentally kicked
I
him in
didn't
the
do
eye.
a Fergie.
Oh,
Gave him
that
the
happened.
pink
I
eye.
believe.
Can I get a pink eye?
You're not getting a big toe in this mouth. I can tell you now.
Ugh.
I'll go an ear nibble, but not a toe.
Oh.
Hey, State of Origin tonight, guys. I know, Lauren,
well,
you're excited
I, for
about
one, cannot wait.
Yeah, you are
I've got my spot on the
jumping
couch
out of your skin.
ready to go.
Cam Munster from the Melbourne Storm and the Queensland Maroons. Unfortunately, he is out, but he is in the Channel 9 commentary box for the game tonight. You can see all the action on Channel 9 after 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 o'clock after the news. That's a real career change for Cam Munster.
First
Imagine
night
that.
tonight in the commentary box.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, mate, he has got something going on at home which is going to blow your mind.
He's a busy man.
Parents of Melbourne are just going to be like, oh, my God. We'll get to that just after 6:30 this morning.
It's going to be a good show. We're giving away holidays.
Here we go.
So what else have we got on? Giving away holidays. We've got the $5,000 question. Got a crazy run out sale.
She's found a bit of paper in front of her.
The Popo are in as well.
Yeah, yeah.
The Popo.
You know how we're about to do Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek?
Yeah.
Every week we get a different police department to come in. We had the dog squad in the other week. This week...
The dog squad were my favourite because they brought the puppies in.
Well, we're getting the detectives in this morning to help Melbourne find us in hide and seek. They're going to give you some clues and some tips on how you'll be able to track us down.
Not too many tips.
$250,000. Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek is starting next week. Hey, coming up next.
Voice messaging.
I'm all for it.
Are you?
Love it.
She's just got me into it.
No, wait. Voice messaging or voice messages?
Voice messaging. I've got a story that might turn you right off it.
Uh-oh.
We'll go there after Ariana Grande. Welcome to your Wednesday. This is Nova.
Telecommunications. Phone calls, texts, and now voice messaging.
It's the best.
Don't start me.
It's the best. I love it.
Well, what issues do you have with it? Because I've got a few.
Well, the fact that he doesn't know how to do it is his big issue.
Oh, you stumble and fumble around.
Well, I started voice noting, it's called, isn't it?
Oh,
voice
is it?
note. I started voice noting Jase, and the replies I got were just a whole lot of
ramble?
Rustling in his pocket.
Oh.
Doesn't know how to do it.
Because it can be quite complex because you sort of start one and then you're not happy with it, so you delete it and then you go again and it won't record.
And then it's too long.
You know what I don't mind? The voice to text.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You do that to me all the time.
In the car as well, you do it.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Apple
Safe
Play.
driving.
Exactly. Thank
And
you,
Lauren, you and I do it quite often when we're sort of commentating a TV show.
Yeah, we like it.
I wonder where you sit on this. A radio colleague, I guess you could say, from the industry, Bianca Dye, who works out of Queensland, has spoken about how she's using voice messaging for dating. So
What do you mean?
I like that.
Instead of texting or calling,
On the apps or on...
she is
direct.
using a voice message
That's good.
to try and capture the attention and imagination of the fella. One of her voice messages was 7 minutes long.
Oh, no.
No.
See ya.
She speaks about it on her podcast.
You recently left a 7-minute voice message for a man you were supposed to go on a date with. 7 minutes.
I know, right?
What?
I know.
Why?
When you bring up the voice message with people, they are so split. When you start talking about it, people either prickle up, like you can feel them prickling, like, oh, God, this is a voice message person. Or they're like, oh, my God, aren't they great?
7 minutes is too long. Jase, do you think you and I have ever had a 7-minute phone conversation?
I'll be honest, that grab drag for me.
I think you can be a bit tidier with your voice messaging. Maybe 20 seconds?
What could you possibly...
No, but hang on.
I get if you're telling a story to, like, your best friend. Even then, 7 minutes is fine.
Seven's a lot. Seven's an opening monologue of the
I don't
Tonight
think you
Show.
can fast forward through them on a voice note.
I mean, think of your phone memory. 7 minutes is going to occupy a lot of space.
I'd see that little circle going around
yeah.
going, they are sending me some sort of a long message.
7 minutes is
I
just,
actually
that's
think
ridiculous.
The voicemail's a great
this
idea,
whole
though.
talk back break we're doing right now has been not even 3 yet. And this is going on.
But you know what I mean? Like, if you're getting to know someone, like, you can really take text a totally different way. At least you can hear the tone in their voice. You can hear,
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
don't
mean?
lose
Compared
that
to, like,
kind
just
of...
chatting on a dating app. I actually think the voice is great.
Yeah, I think it's quite cool.
Imagine getting to sort of like the 4-minute mark, though, and then you say something you're not happy with. And, you got to start again.
You know what's worse, though, when you're listening to it and it's gone for like over a minute and your phone locks. And so then you go, okay, I've got to... and you have to start again.
Or when people
to
throw
listen.
in the, am I going on? I'm going on too long, aren't I? Oh, my God, I'm going on too long. Okay, let me quickly finish the story. And then they finish the story. Oh, my God, that was 7 minutes. I'm going on way too long.
You got any examples of your relationship? No?
No, but I've...
Oh, yeah, I actually did. Jase, I was trying to voice note you about something the other day that was too complicated to put in a text, but I know you don't answer my calls, so I thought a voice note was perfect. And this is the response I
7
got back.
minutes?
No. It was very to the point because Jase has no attention span past 15 seconds.
me with it.
This is what I got back.
How the do I do this? Hello?
That's all it played again.
How the do I do this? Hello?
Dad!
Shame.
Dad!
Do I do this? Hello?
Shame.
Not quite Bianca Dye levels,
So
but
when are you talking back to me, Lauren? It should be walkie-talkie rules. When you finish a message, you say,
Over.
This is Never 100.
Overrated
Absolutely overrated.
or underrated?
Tired of being underrated.
All right. What do you come across in life that you go, whoa, this is underrated? Or you go, I don't really get what people are on about. These are some of the ones we got last week.
So I think it's overrated. I think it's the hoodie. Washing it's an absolute nightmare. I mean, if you've got a washing machine big enough to be able to wash it, that's great. But then you can't lift it out. It's too heavy.
Dating apps are severely overrated.
Oh, which one are you hitting up, Andy?
Oh, here, there, everywhere.
Oh.
I think chicken parmas are so overrated.
No.
You know what? I'm the same. Ham and chicken don't go together. Just go the schnitzel.
Oh, no, get out of here.
Mixed meat.
I'm
is-
actually quite into schnitzels these days.
Oh, schnitty with
I've
gravy.
lent away from a parma and lent into a schnitty.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
That is my girl.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey,
You want to kick us off?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go underrated.
13, 24, 10 if you've got something that you think is overrated or underrated, Melbourne.
Underrated. State of origin.
Oh, that's funny you say that because I was about to say overrated.
No.
State of
no,
origin.
give it time. Game 1 tonight. New South Wales versus Queensland. Us here in Melbourne always get behind the Maroons. We're going to be hosting a game at the G as well, which will no doubt sell out. Underrated. State of origin.
I just think NRL in general is overrated. I don't understand it.
Big
At
shout out
all.
to Cam Munster from the Mighty Maroons, who's in reception right now and about to join us.
Morning, Cam.
Morning, Cam.
Morning, Cam. Okay, you know what I think is overrated? Those Stanley Cups that everybody has. Have you seen them? They're like drink bottles,
Yes.
but they've got straws in them, and people are going mad all around the world.
I know.
Like people are driving an hour to go to certain shops
They're the
to get
new
them
Frank Green.
in different colorways, and people are decorating them. So
I know.
there's Diamante ones, but they're like
Hard
they've
plastic.
got a handle.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No, I think it's stainless steel.
Is it?
But
Yeah.
they've got these little plastic straws.
Curly whirly straws.
Yeah.
Strange. Overrated Stanley Cups.
Underrated. Curly Welly straw.
I love a curly
So do
whirly
I.
straw.
Ooh, what's a milkshake?
Hey, you both accuse me of being an old soul,
Yep.
and I am. I'm happy to run with it.
What do you
Leaning
got?
in towards just being an old man these days.
Underrated
Here we go.
singlets.
Under a t-shirt in
hang on,
winter.
you
The
talking like
Bonds
the
type.
No.
Clint.
I've started. It's a bit chilly. Let me justify.
Have you got a singlet
it. I
under your
haven't
t-shirt now?
Because I've been sleeping with singlet because it's just a little bit cold at night.
Do me a favour.
So I put the singlet
I
on
just
and I
can't.
tuck myself into bed, and it's a lot toasty.
Oh, I
when you
just
go
can't
out-
work out why you're single.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, if you
Because-
take a girl home, just take your pants off, leave your top on.
The only-
Because if she takes that shirt off and sees the singlet, I'll give you a hot tip, mate, the pants will be going back on.
Bobby Phillips, my dad, who's in his 70s, is the only other man I know that wears his Bond singlet these
You and
days.
Bobby should get a 2-for-1 pack.
But you can also dress the singlet up
No, you can't.
under a collared shirt. You can have the singlet on.
No.
Yeah, to keep you warm.
Yeah,
Maybe if you're a mechanic.
Producer Brody.
Oh,
No
hello.
young men
I
are
need
wearing
some validation here, Thumb.
I am into singlets.
Thank you.
Brody's
keep
also
warm.
walking around with a giant chain. He looks like Mr. T walking around with a giant chain around his neck. Here's one.
Underrated.
I actually think men in singlets are repulsive, even in the gym.
Hey, here's one.
Repulsive. Put your pits away.
Gym singlets.
Wear a t-shirt.
Oh no.
Wear a t-shirt, blokes.
You ain't seen
Or
me
take
in
it
the gym.
all off completely.
You ain't seen me in
Don't
the
wear
gym.
a singlet.
I reckon I'm going to have Clint's
gives me the
support
ick.
here, and Lauren's going to be a no, but underrated. The shoehorn.
I love a shoehorn. trying to get your foot into those tight boots. You wedge it in, and
At least RMs have the little flap you can put your fat finger through and pull them on. but
Sometimes the flap is a little bit hard though.
if you don't have that flap,
Yeah.
you need the horn.
What flap?
The flap. You need the flap or the horn.
Yeah.
Oh, like the
The
loop.
loop. Yeah.
The loop.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, the loop's handy with the boot.
Yeah.
The loop is handy with the boot. Let's go to Christian in West Meadows. Talk to us.
Underrated or overrated? What do you got?
Just on those Stanley Cup
Yeah.
that you were just talking about.
Yeah.
There's an article, I was just having a look, it was in 2020, in November 2023, and a car caught fire in the US. It was
Yes.
completely burnt to smithereens, and inside the car was one of those Stanley Cups, and it still had a cold drink
It
inside
still had the ice in it.
Yeah.
I remember that. And the
company actually bought the person a new car.
bought them a new car.
Well, that's a endorsement.
Yeah,
It
that's
is,
not bad.
It is. But I'm a Frank Green babe.
Yeah. Did the curly
I want
whirly
one of those
straw survive?
multicoloured.
Don't-
I want
don't
one of the
you-
shiny
don't you-
multicoloured.
don't
you
you
know
dare.
The
the
chromey.
chrome one.
Yeah.
You know that's all I want.
No, that's all.
What do you want? A chrome.
If Frank Green send you a shiny chromey bottle,
Yes,
that'll do
you're
me.
not getting your mitts on it.
that'll be it for me. I will.
Anyone listening from Frank Green, if you can send Lauren Phillips and Clint Stanaway each.
Don't.
Just drinking from my Frank Green now. They're way better than
And
Stanley.
not Jase Hawkins.
All I want is one of. It's not much to ask, is it?
Well, go and buy one. I bought mine.
Zach in Frankston, overrated,
Zachy
underrated.
boy.
What do you got?
Good morning, guys. Jase, I got something for you.
Yep.
Underrated, the Coles Ultimate Choc Chip Cookies. Now,
The Coles ones.
Okay, I'm not saying the best cookies in the world, but in terms of your box cookies,
Yep.
the best you will ever have.
Okay.
Good size cookie. The chocolate compared to cookie ratio is bang on.
Right.
Is it moist?
Good crunch.
Is it?
And it leaves. No, it's not moist, but it's a good crunch. So it's
Okay.
not too hard. Doesn't feel like it's going to cut your mouth open, and it leaves you with an aftertaste wanting more.
How does it go with a cup of tea?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay.
You
It
know,
is amazing.
we have a Coles downstairs. What time's Coles downstairs open?
It's open now. I think it opens at 6.
6 or 7? No, one producer's saying 6, one producer's saying 7.
It's 6. I would
Zach's
say
very
6.
passionate. So what are they called, Zach?
The Coles Ultimate Choc Chip Cookies.
All right, we must go.
Good value for money.
Go.
We must go to a break because we have to go to Coles and get a cookie. Cam Munster, if he hasn't left, is going to be joining us to talk State of Origin on the other
How
side
good State of Origin, Lozzie.
of this.
I love it.
And you're-
Can't wait. I'm very excited about our next guest,
Yes,
Clint.
it's live and exclusive on the Nine Network on Nine's Wide World of Sports. And this man who's a Queenslander, a Storm legend, is stepping into the commentary booth. Cam Munster, good to see you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Good
Jase.
morning.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Clint, for having me, guys.
So you're out because of injury.
Yeah, I tore me groin, unfortunately, in Magic Round. I've had a lot of problems with my hips, so I'll have hip surgery at the end of the year, but my groins have been overloaded due to the fact that my hips aren't playing that greatly. So, yeah, tore the ligament.
When you say tore my groin,
Yeah.
like it's not a it's not a rip of the sack or anything.
No,
is it?
I wish it was. I wish it was.
What did you tear? Your ligamentaries or something?
So I tore the ligament. I can't really explain the ligament in my groin, but it's the one that surgeons go in
Give us
there
a
and-
look. Come on.
Look, I'm not packing much under there anyway, mate, so you got nothing to look at. But yeah, just tore the one that surgeons go under, and just obviously release your groin. So done a pretty good job. So yeah, times are tough, but I'll
So
be
you're
right.
not playing and you're commentating this
yeah, first time,
State of
yeah.
Origin.
Yep, my debut.
How do you cope watching them play? Like, do you just desperately want to be out there?
Oh, of course. It's always great to represent your state, for sure. But I haven't actually never watched the game live.
Really?
Yeah, I've been playing Origin since 2017, and I've never actually watched it live. So it'd be a lot of emotions coming through. Hopefully, I can get everything right.
Well, it's funny, Cam, because you're in Melbourne. I think Melburnians now sort of get rugby league a lot more than they did when the Storm came in all those years ago. And there's a State of Origin 2 is going to be at the MCG this year, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's massive. I played in one game at the MCG, and it was 100,000 fans. I know not many Melburnians back then, 2018, would have known the game as well as they do now, but I think they just loved the passion because of the players like Cameron Smith, Cooper Cronk, and Billy Slater have all played for Storm.
Yeah.
And they've all jumped on the bandwagon of being a Queenslander, you know. So we've been very fortunate enough to have those guys play for Melbourne, and now they've just jumped on the bandwagon, jumped on Queensland. Now Billy's the head coach, so it makes perfect sense.
Billy's doing a great job as coach.
I love Billy Slater.
Hey, you share a training facility at the Storm with the Melbourne Football Club.
Demons, yep.
Christian Petrarca is a friend of our show. He's in here every Friday.
Yep.
Do you ever see him in the weights room? Is he?
What's he benching?
Yeah, exactly. Not as much as you boys.
No, not as probably much. He'll be definitely benching more than myself. But they've actually moved most of their training sessions now at Casey. But previous years before that, they did a lot of recovery and obviously a lot of gym weights there.
Do you sort of look at them and go,
No, not Petrarca. He's one of the best of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So, I see Clayton Oliver a lot, doing a lot of recovery, Aussies and Squire as well. But yeah, there's some talented players there. Unfortunately, last weekend they didn't play as well in Alice Springs, but there's some quality players there, that's for sure.
Who's tougher, NRL players or AFL players?
Oh, I think there's a lot of players that could probably play a game from AFL. There's a lot of players that probably couldn't play.
Make
I'm
the
not
call,
too
Cam. Make the call.
Tougher. Oh, I don't. It's hard to say because there's a lot of players take dives and like you know when the like for
In the
example,
AFL.
in the AFL like I'm not going to say too many names, but you can definitely tell blokes are using it as tactics.
I would say the
think you guys are
AFL
tougher?
players
No, I'm not tougher.
are probably fitter.
Yes,
They
AFL
play-
players are
play
fit
a
up.
lot
But the NRL players are definitely more bonkers, more mad, aren't they?
There's a lot of 120 kilo, 130 kilo players playing. There's not many of them playing in AFL. I think they'd be getting found.
Hey, Cameron Munster's on the air with us from the Storm and the Queensland State of Origin team. He's going to be in the commentary box at Channel 9 for the game tonight. Cam, forget the on-the-field action.
Oh, yeah.
100.
Let's go off the field for a moment where things are more chaotic. Congratulations, you're a father of 2. How old's your youngest?
Youngest is 8 months, and my oldest is 2.5.
And have you got a third on the way?
I do, yes.
Congratulations.
No, thank you. Really excited.
Well done. Timing's everything, brother.
It is.
And so you're off on the road travelling and she's going to be at home with 3 babies.
Yep.
She must be a superwoman.
So what, the second will be, 13 months old when you have this one?
Yep.
I've got 3, mate. If I can do it, anyone can.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems surprised.
You can give me some tips, Jase. That'd be nice.
Were you surprised?
It's true. If he can do it, anyone can.
I'm very surprised. I know you don't want to be putting on national television or live radio, but yeah, definitely had to ask the question. I might have to get a paternity test.
I hope mine comes back.
God. Wow, that is busy. And have you got boys or girls?
2 boys.
And will you get them playing NRL?
Nah, I wouldn't mind them playing a different sport, maybe golf or tennis.
Golf? Yeah, lots of
You were
money
gonna
to
say
be made.
golf.
Yes.
I'll be their caddy. I wouldn't mind being their caddy.
Chase the summers.
Chase it
Why
for sure.
not?
As I call it with my boys, my superannuation. Cameron Munster from the Storm, the Queensland State of Origin team, and in the commentary box tonight for Channel 9's coverage. Hey, mate, good luck tonight. Enjoy the game.
No, thank you so much.
Don't forget, after 7 o'clock tonight, Nine's Wide World of Sports have got you covered. State of Origin, game number 1, 7 p.m, Channel 9 tonight. Just gone, 5 to 7, coming up after 7 o'clock. Your chance to win a trip, because we are giving away a trip a day here on Nova, thanks to our mates at What If. But before we get to that...
Well, tonight is State of Origin.
Oh, we know, Dale.
In
Settle
a
down.
surprise to no one. I have no idea
She's
what
so
it is
excited.
all about. But I'm engaged to a Queenslander, a proud Queenslander who's very excited to watch the game tonight. So last night, I decided to ask him a few questions that many people across Melbourne might want the answers to. They did not go down so well, though.
Did he blow up? It's a new segment we're called
did.
Poking the Bear.
Yeah. He was not happy
Recordings
with me.
of Lauren and her partner coming up. This is Nova 100. You are on the air with Jase and Lauren this morning. We are doing a thanks to our mates at What If. It is Aussie for travel. You can beat the blues with a cheeky winter weekender from cozy hinterland cabins to sun-soaked resorts. You can book it all now on the What If app. What If it's Aussie for travel, and thanks to those guys, we've got a cheeky little trip to give away just after 7.
State of Origin is tonight, of which I have absolutely zero understanding of and minimal interest in, to be perfectly honest.
Your partner Paul watching it?
At home, Dull. We are watching the State of Origin from home tonight. He's
Can I come round?
Proud.
Bowl of cheesels.
You can, if you like, because he'd love to watch it with someone.
I might come round
Are we
for
all
Origin,
Queenslanders here?
Yes, absolutely.
Team Queensland?
Absolutely.
Well, as I'm marrying one, I am a maroon.
Yeah.
Maroon?
I'm a
maroon
as well.
Maroon. Anyway,
Yep.
he loves it. Queenslanders and New South Welsh men and women live for this stuff.
Might bring around a mini keg.
That's a good idea.
come on over. So,
Brody, you want to come to Paul's tonight? We're going to Lauren's house.
Have you bundies?
do you want to come to Paul's? Don't worry about me. Do you want to go to Paul's?
You coming to Paul's?
I'm at Paulie's.
What time does this thing start? Actually,
7 o'clock.
I know, because last night I decided to ask Paul. He didn't realise I was recording him, but I decided to ask him some questions about State of Origin. What time is State of Origin on?
7:30 tomorrow.
Are we going to watch it?
Sure are.
Who's playing?
State of Origin's Queensland versus New South Wales. For sake, you need to know that.
What? As if I would know that. Why is there no Melbourne team?
Are you joking?
No. When do we play?
Oh, God, you're such a fool. Foolish.
I was confused because I didn't know if it was NRL or NFL.
Oh, my God.
Is Billy Slater playing in it?
Oh, my God. He's the coach.
Oh. Which one?
You bet the fool.
But if I'm going to watch it, I want to be into it. How many points do you get if you get a goal? 6?
It's too hard to explain. Actually, you need to get on Google.
How many do you get if you kick it through the goalpost? 6?
Oh, my, it's complicated. 2 points.
2 points? How many do you get for a touchdown?
It's not called a touchdown, it's called a try. It's so frustrating. Oh.
How many touchdowns do they get in a normal State of Origin game?
You do your research. I'm no longer talking if you find a word. You've got to research the people who attend your station.
So I told him we were having Cam Munster in. Say his name? Cam Munster.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, you need to do your research, Lauren. He wasn't very helpful.
I would have killed you. You
He
know
didn't
what?
like
Actually,
it.
are
And
you there
apparently
tonight?
Billy Slater is not playing.
No, he's the coach.
He's
Are you
the
there
coach.
tonight at home?
At Paul's house?
Yeah. I don't know if I want to go to Paul's house if you're there tonight.
I might not be there. I'll
That
go.
looks in my head.
Billy used to score lots of touchdowns.
Yes,
so.
he
Did he?
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 6 points?
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
2 points. 1 point. How
4
many did you get?
points for a
4
touchdown.
points.
Kickoff
Try.
Kickoff is at 8 p.m.
8.
8. So she's a late night at Paul's. Just giving you a
The
heads
You
up.
guys can go
starts
and
7.
sit downstairs in the man cave.
Oh,
and
the
watch
man
it.
cave! And I'll tell you what, with the cost of living at the moment, stresses around bills to pay. How
Aussie
good
lives.
is a cheeky little getaway?
Oh, wouldn't it be nice just as the winters hit us?
I'm hearing you. And speaking of winter, up for grabs, we have a trip to the snowy mountains in New South Wales. And it is going to, Lauren, you want to do the honours?
Kylie, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
You're going to the snowy mountains.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to the same mountain.
Oh, how good. A little getaway with the fam.
Oh, my goodness. That is so good.
Are you guys in need of a holiday?
Hang on, Kylie, do me a favour. Just look at the kids and go, oh, no, you guys aren't coming.
Oh, guys, it was actually a prank. Crickets.
Oh, don't. That's so mean.
No, just joking. We're going.
Oh, have a great time in the snowy mountains, Kylie. It's absolutely
love you so
beautiful
much.
for a winter
Stunning part of
getaway.
the world.
Oh, we've never been. Even us adults and the kids have never been.
Oh, that's so cool.
Have a great time.
I love that.
Yeah,
Well-
thank you.
No worries.
Well done, Kylie.
That's up there with, I told you how we sat down our 3 kids on Sunday and said we're only taking 2 of you to the new house.
That's so mean.
No, I'm sorry. That's some of the joys that come with being a parent. All right?
So cruel.
You have to do
So
all the other crap.
cruel.
Let us live. Let us have some fun. All right. Are you ready for today's trip?
Yes, we've got another trip up for grabs, and that trip is to the peninsula here in Victoria. Staycation for 2. Oh, get this. There's a winery tour included.
Hello.
Yes, please.
The-
I love it down in the Mornington Peninsula.
Artists you are listening out for? Rihanna.
Riri.
When you hear us play Rihanna today, it can be any one of her songs. You give us a ring and we will put you on the list. We could be ringing you and saying, hey, guess what? The trip is yours. All right? I'll tell you what, she has got some
Banger
bangers.
after
She
banger
does.
after banger.
She's also making money in the beauty world, is she not?
She's killing it, mate. Absolutely killing it.
Fenty Beauty.
Fenty. She's now
Fenty.
introducing Fenty hair as a
Is she?
today. Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Question. Is Fenty the one that doesn't have the label on it?
I don't think so. What do you mean?
Like, like you were saying, like those really expensive,
cosmetics.
Like handbags and stuff
Oh, no,
these
it's-
days don't have like...
Oh,
believe
no.
it's-
Quiet luxury.
Quiet luxury.
No.
This
That's
is beauty
different.
prods.
That's like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's label, The Row.
So
It's
could I
quiet
just grab
luxury.
like a handbag from Mimco?
No,
rip the
Mimco's got
label off?
Mimco on it.
Yeah, could I take the Mimco off and then just
It's
say...
like us shopping at Industry. You know, there's no labels.
Yes, yeah.
Not really.
Is that
Actually.
is that an AS colour number?
Yeah, AS colour. That's
Lovely.
exactly it.
But no, Fenty Beauty. Are you thinking of Fendi? I don't
Yeah.
know what you're thinking of.
I'm just thinking of expensive brands that I cannot say. All right, when you hear Rihanna, you give us a ring. And thanks to our mates at What If, it is Aussie for travel. You could be scoring a trip to the peninsula. We've got the detectives from the Victorian Police joining us after 7:30 on
Yes.
Nova.
Probe the Popo.
Probe the Popo is coming up. They're going to give you tips on how you can find us for hide and seek.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to miss that.
$250,000. Nova's hide and seek. Next week, we will go missing. First person to find us wins the money. Hey, I've run into this guy twice now in 3 days.
Who?
So on Friday, you know how I always stay behind because I work longer hours than you guys.
What?
I was leaving.
No, that's absolutely
No,
untrue.
you just don't want to go home.
No, what
to
he
your
does,
wife and
he
kids.
goes down to the Coles downstairs and eats all those little mini ice creams
He
they've got in
does
that
too.
little fridge near the door.
And you quite like the eggplant, miso, katsu curry combination downstairs.
He loves the food offerings on Clarendon
doesn't
Street.
he? It's a whole new world.
That's why you're here later. Go on. as you were saying, sometimes you leave later than us because you have 4 courses after the show.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was leaving for course 1 on Friday, and I was walking through reception with our executive producer, Brody, who we affectionately call the Thumb. And as I'm leaving, I open the glass door, and there's a gentleman walking towards me. And I like the face rang a bell, but it was taking me a second to clock it.
I hate that when you see someone out of context and you're like, ooh.
Can you describe him?
Yeah. I would say gentleman maybe 10 years older than me, semi-well-groomed,
60.
little bit of stubble, still strong hair at the top, looked athletic.
Okay.
Tall?
Brody, mid-height. Brody and him start talking football.
Oh.
And then we start talking, I jump in and go, God, the Pies aren't looking too good at the moment with the injuries. And he started giving his expert opinion.
Oh, was it one of the guys that do the footy podcast?
On the Pies, yeah.
Jonathan Brown.
Wasn't Brownie.
Bucks.
I'd know Brownie.
Nathan Buckley.
You got
Who
it.
lives in Melbourne that wouldn't recognise Nathan Buckley?
Well,
the number 5. Come on.
He wasn't wearing his Guernsey.
He is one of the most famous men in Melbourne.
It took me a second. Brody did the cardinal sin. In front of him, he points to Bucks.
Brody's subtle as a sledgehammer. Did he say, you don't know who this is?
No, he goes, you know who this is, don't you?
Oh, no, you can't do that. What you have to do is say, oh, Bucks, have you met Jase before?
Thank you, Lauren.
Help a sister out, broads.
Thank God we were covering his divorce the other week, and I recognised the photo. And I went,
How can you not know who... you can't call yourself a Melbourne boy if you don't know who Nathan Buckley
Well,
is.
to be fair, he looks a little bit more relaxed than he did when he was in the coaching box. I'm not saying he's let himself go. I'm
He
just,
does look good.
He looks
Still
great.
very fit.
Bucks, isn't he?
Well, I ran into him again yesterday. You should have seen
Hang
him
on, is he still coaching?
in reception again.
No, I didn't think so.
I came in
Again.
strong then.
Okay.
I was like, Bucks, good to see you.
I hope you didn't
Confirming that
just do that double click, double point thing you just did then. You look like Greg from the Wiggles. Don't do that to Bucks. No double pistols.
He broke the cardinal rule.
He
Brody
did.
should not have. You don't drop someone in like that.
No.
What's your tip? If you and Paul walk into a party,
I will say, even if I don't remember their name, I'll say, oh, have you met my fiance Paul before? And then they go, oh, no, hi, Paul. I'm Nathan.
That's what we do.
Good strategy.
And that's my way of saying to Lou, I don't know who they are.
Yeah. And then it's Paul's job to say, sorry, mate, what was your name? If I haven't introduced
What
the name.
if you're by yourself and you don't have that support from
You
your
just
partner?
go,
you faint.
how are you? You know what I always say? The best tip I was ever given, you never say nice to me. You always say great
Oh,
to
never
see
say nice to
you.
me, yes.
Because then it doesn't matter if you've met them before or not. Because there's nothing worse than people going, no, we've met before.
Remember that girl, Keen Chloe, who was in dating the hot tradie the other week? And I was like, lovely to meet you. And she goes, we've met 3 times.
You always say, great to see you.
Great to see you again,
Yes.
maybe.
No, not again.
What have you
'cause
been
then
up
they go,
to?
we haven't met.
What have you been up to? It's a nice sort of generic question.
How
What
are you
about,
today?
how are you?
Yeah. Hello, how are you?
Great to see you. How are you?
Great to see you's good.
Great to see you's the best. You can never get in trouble for it.
Yeah, but then I'm like, why is it great to see me? You've never met me.
Yeah, because it's now
It's
great
just
to see you. It's lovely to see you.
13 24 10. If you have a tip or a signal you and your partner do if you don't know someone.
Right.
Lauren, I don't know if you remember, but you gave me
What'd I do?
You gave me some great advice when it comes to giving a signal to someone who calls you in the car and you're on speakerphone and you have your partner in the car with you. Do you remember what it was?
Do you say first name, last name?
We'll get to it on the other side of this. 13 24 10. Do you have a signal?
I can't remember I remember the conversation.
Well, don't go anywhere, Lauren, because I'll tell you what it was next. 13 24 10. What's your signal when you don't know someone's name? We're just talking about when you run into someone, you forget their name. I ran into Nathan Buckley in reception the other day. I knew who it was, but...
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
Our executive producer, Brody, just dropped me in it. He goes, you know who this guy is, don't you?
Oh, there's nothing worse. That is...
You know what else he's
that's
done before?
101.
You know what else he's done? I've been on the phone to this guy for like 5 minutes. He's in his car, right? And 5 minutes, and you know me, I could
You could have said anything in that time.
I could have said anything. And then he just goes out of nowhere. Oh, my wife Annika's in the car.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
And I'm like, are you like...
You know when
Hello?
I call you, Jase, you have to answer the phone and tell me, especially if your children are in the car, because I could have said anything.
Potty mouth.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I tell her the kids are in the car, she
Then I get
swears
worse.
more.
So what's your tip?
Teach them
So
things.
you've forgotten this, but you told me, always answer. So if I'm in the car with Lou, right? Because if Clint rings and I go, hey, Clint, Lou's in the car,
She goes, why?
After I hang up, she'll be like, what was he going to say?
Yeah.
Why did you
Which is a fair point.
So now, following your advice, I answer the phone and go, Clint Stanaway. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, if you do the full name, it means...
It's the signal.
And then I say, morning, Lou.
No, you don't do that because then you give away that you know she's in the car.
It's breaking the bro code.
Exactly. I just go, Clint Stanaway, and then we chat.
Why so formal?
And then, shut up. Don't. And then, eventually, if Lou speaks, you're going to be like, oh, it's Lou there too.
Oh, what a
Lou.
surprise.
Hi, Lou Hawkins.
No,
I knew that because of the code word.
No, you don't. You're
Clint,
ruining the code.
Don't break the bro code. The bro code, bro. Bro.
It's funny.
13 24 10 is our number. What's your signal if you don't know someone's name?
Morning, Erica. What's your
Hi,
signal?
how are you guys?
We're good.
Look, I'm in hospitality and I've been in it for a while, so I get to the point now where it's like I'd much rather embarrass myself and say, look, I'm so sorry, I've worked in hospitality for that long, I know I've looked after you, what was your name again? And I'd rather embarrass myself.
Yeah, I don't think that's embarrassing. I actually think it's quite...
I know, but you've gone and said...
To assume someone knows your name is also quite
No,
cocky.
but you've gone and said, I know I've looked after you, assuming that
Yes,
they know you.
hospitality-wise.
Yeah, but that's you assuming they know you from the restaurant. You know what I mean?
That's what
Like,
she's saying. So she just says...
Could be a friend from school. Could be like, you've never served me. We went to school together. You got to be careful of that. I've done that. Ran into a guy at Westfield once.
But maybe she's only doing it in the restaurant.
Squeezed Lou's hand, so she knew that I didn't know their name.
If I squeeze Paul's hand, he'll be like, ow, why did you do that? What'd you squeeze me for?
Why are you holding my hand?
Yeah. What's happened?
We've really
You
got to
okay?
get better with the codes. But she walked away and I'm chatting with this guy and I said, well, anyway, so good to catch up. Hopefully it's not so long, between catch-ups. And he said, I'll see you Monday. I'm rostered on. He was a casual at the radio station.
Oh, yeah. But I do the opposite. I treat everyone like I know them, and then I find myself chatting to Jenny in the freezer aisle at Woolies for 10 minutes, and at the end I go, anyway, great to see you. And Jenny goes, nice to meet you. And I'm like, why did I just tell her my life story? Like I went to school with her. I just met her in the freezer aisle.
Should be like 50 first dates.
She's like, Lauren Phillips, you're a stage 5 clinger. Leave me alone.
13 24 10. What's your tip when it comes to meeting someone you forget their name?
Con, good morning.
Hey guys, how you going?
We're good.
We're good.
Good. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't, but you can always try anyway.
Yeah.
Just say, look, hey, I've always often wondered, how do you spell your name? Because there's different variations.
Ben.
Does that work for you, Con? How do you spell your name?
What's that, sorry?
How do you spell Con?
C-O-N.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, yep, strong.
Yeah, but sometimes, for example, someone named Lisa, for example, could be L-I-S-A or it could be L-E-E-S-A.
Oh,
What about-
Lisa.
I'm not too sure this is going to work.
What about
So
Bob?
when he meets Nathan Buckley, Chase goes, I wasn't sure if it was Nathan or Nathan. Wasn't sure if it was with a TH or an F.
Yeah, is there a silent F in there, Nathan?
I thought you might have been Nathan Buckley. I like it.
How do you spell Bucks?
All right.
You didn't
Well,
know
could
who
be
Nathan
BUX.
Buckley
I
was.
did know. It
Brody.
is.
I've always often wondered how do you
Jase-
spell your name.
Did Jase... Do you reckon Jase knew who Nathan
I
Buckley was?
did.
Absolutely not.
I shut
Why
up.
did you?
That's the sound of the police.
You better start talking.
Jason Lawrence.
Answer me!
Probe the Popo.
Tell me what you know.
Last week it was the dog squad. As I mentioned, they ripped Clint's car apart. This week, from the armed crime squad, Detective Sergeant Paul Mulligan. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Paul Mullinger.
Oh, damn it.
Ah, yeah, you're already in trouble with the police,
Right,
James.
I'll write that on the ticket.
under
There we go.
arrest.
Paul, thanks so much for coming in, mate.
Not a problem.
So, plainclothes detective.
That's right.
I see the policemen like you freak me out.
Why?
Because I feel like I know what I'm getting when I see a man in his police uniform or a woman in her police uniform. But do you guys just float around the community watching everyone?
Yeah,
like
we
Big
do.
Brother.
We do, and I think probably the biggest thing is unless you've been in trouble with the police or you're a victim of a serious crime, you won't actually get exposure to police outside of uniform. So
Right.
we're quite often referred to as the undercover police, which technically...
What are you cruising around in these days, car-wise?
I've got a Volkswagen Tiguan.
I've seen the Volkswagen, but
See,
they're
don't
so
throw me.
obvious because
It's-
you've got so many aerials. I'm like, well, that's an undercover
They do
police.
have lots of aerials.
Yes.
I think it's a little discreet, but maybe not too much.
Actually, you know what? The Queensland police got in trouble a while back because they were using the family stickers on the back of their undercover cars to throw people off. Yeah.
We don't do that here.
Yeah,
Inventive.
now, you are part of the Armed Crime Squad. So, specifically, what do you investigate?
Yeah, right. So typically our day-to-day work involves non-fatal shootings, so firearms incidents where somebody's been injured as a result of a shooting.
Yep.
Kidnappings is something that we quite regularly deal with, and not the sort of stuff you see in the movies where there's ransom demands and things,
Right.
but there's a couple of different levels of kidnappings. So the type where somebody might report having somebody dragged into a car from the street,
Or someone's seen something.
Yeah, correct. So we'll initially receive those jobs, triage them, and then generate a response as to how we'll investigate and manage the incident.
Have you got a family?
I do.
Is that working on a kidnapping case? I can imagine would be quite mentally challenging.
It is, and I guess to dispel any myth that kidnapping is where children are taken, it's not.
Anything, yeah.
Generally, kidnappings that we deal with are adults. Quite often, you'll probably find in that organised crime space, or people that are involved in criminal activity will be subjected to kidnappings. We also see incidents where, in a family violence context, unfortunately, you'll see they're a common one that we'll see on the side of the road where a female might get dragged into a car or something like that.
So these are terrifying incidents for victims, because ag burgs as well. There's been a spate of ag burgs across.
What's an ag burg?
Aggravated burglary, sorry, where there is
a
weapon involved. It's not discharged.
That's right.
Used as a threat in say 7-Elevens or wherever it
so when
may
they've
be.
got a weapon but they don't use it.
Yeah, so as well as doing the non-fatal shootings and kidnappings, we do armed robberies where shots are fired. We do aggravated burglaries where it's on a residential property, let's say, where somebody will go in with a firearm, discharge a firearm. So as the name suggests, the Armed Crime Squad, we do deal with a lot of firearms related
And
stuff.
so are you going out to the crime scenes and looking around, or is it like when I would watch Blue Heelers and true crime shows where they sit in an office and put all the pictures and there's lines pointing at things?
Like
going,
on
this person's
Hunted,
like
the TV show.
just like that.
We do that. I guess the technology's come a little bit further than it since then. So we have computers and we do charting and things on.
Charting.
That's right.
This might be a stupid question, but someone kicks down my door at 7 o'clock at night and they're holding a knife or a gun.
Yep.
Just go with it. Do whatever they say.
That's my suggestion. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think the issue is most of them are coming in, unless it's targeted specifically. If they're coming in, they're just trying to steal things. You see a lot of thefts of cars. And the like. It's not worth putting yourself on the line for that. If somebody comes in, just let them take what they want to take. I know that goes against the grain for a lot of people, but let them do what they want to do and then just contact the police.
And I was going to say, is there anything apart from taking their description in mind, is there anything we should be looking for to remember that we can pass on to the cops?
Yeah, what helps you find these
tattoos?
Yeah, all those sorts of things. And I guess that's easy. So afterwards, when we talk to victims, it's sort of like, did you notice anything distinct? But most of them are in a panic, adrenaline rush. It's sort of hard for them to see things.
You know what we need? We need those stickers like on the door at 7-Eleven.
The height.
Yeah, that's right.
Put them on our house door.
How satisfying is it to catch a bad guy?
Oh, it's immensely satisfying. So I guess that's part of the reason why we do what we do. We're really passionate about the work we do.
Do you say you've been hunted?
Oh, no, nicked.
You've been nicked, is that what you say?
That's right, yeah. And with the kidnappings and a lot of the work we do, given the nature of the people we deal with, we often use the elite special operations group, so the SOGIs, as a lot of people know.
It's like a SWAT team.
Correct. So I think, there's no greater way to say that you've messed up than when you've been arrested by them.
Really?
So,
And are they're based in the city?
Yeah, they are, yep.
And is there like a SOGI? Is there a SOGI-SWAT team in there 24 hours ready to act?
Yes.
So at 3 o'clock in the morning, they can load up and they're out.
With them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to see them at your front door.
Oh, no, well, you won't. They'll come through the front door.
And that's necessary because given the work we do, like these things happen in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Kidnappings, like if we're on call, so every day we have a detective sergeant on call who will vet and triage kidnappings, shoot-ins, all sorts of jobs that sit within our
So
team.
that's you get the calls and then you work out what's the most important to get to
that's
first.
right.
This blows my mind that this is going on in Melbourne.
Yeah,
like
it
it's
is.
like scenes from a movie.
Well, speaking of which, 4 years ago you were involved in a pretty specky one involving a gold heist.
Yeah, this made the news as well. You might remember this.
SES crews and police scoured this rural property in Gippsland near the aptly named community of Dollar, where gold bullion, jewellery and cash were discovered, the alleged proceeds of a massive heist. A loaded gun and stolen number plates were also found buried. $3.9 million worth of valuables were taken from the Melbourne Gold Company on Collins Street.
Oh, so they'd robbed the gold place.
Yeah. So that's quite a significant incident, obviously, given the nature of the stuff that was taken. Obviously, there's an immense amount of planning that goes into a heist like that. So, on face value, initially, when we receive a job like that, we'll go out. The local detectives will initially attend the scene. We'll go out and we'll coordinate a response. The investigation will sit with us. That particular job was quite significant, given the amount of gold bullion, cash, and jewellery that was stolen.
So I can't believe gold bullion's actually a thing.
Yeah.
What is that? Gold bars?
Yeah, correct. So it was funny because when we recovered it, we had a big trolley of it sitting in the office. And it's just blown away. I couldn't stop looking at it.
Well, just on that.
No one will notice if one of these gold bars is gone.
Do you guys make sure you've got another cop with you when you're counting out like seized money and stuff like that?
Yeah, so we've got processes in place. So, and again, with technology, the advances in technology, we've got cash counters and things, and it's all done on video recordings.
What's the craziest thing you've witnessed? Because remember, we only had a robbery just last week here in Melbourne that made headlines.
With underwear on his head, this is a brief that has baffled police.
It's very bizarre in terms of the outfit that was chosen.
He committed the crime in undies on his head.
He did.
It's a good line
Captain
as well.
Underpants.
A brief that's confused police.
And I guess as funny as that job may be, like he's very resourceful, the armed robber there, it's still we've got victims. You know, we have a person who was inside that location at the time. So, you know, as much as we like to have a bit of a laugh and put that sort of stuff out there for the benefit of the community and trying to work out who it is that was responsible, there is a real serious element to it too, and that is that, you know, he's gone in there with a firearm and he's pointed it at somebody behind the jump.
Terrifying.
What about a dumb crim? You would have come across it.
I love those headlines. Is this Melbourne's dumbest criminal?
We often laugh because, you know, we don't catch the smart ones, although we like to think we do.
You do.
But yeah, like our work, like I say, it is targeted to that more organised crime sort of stuff, where there's a lot more planning, but
not as dumb.
Correct.
I would be a dumb criminal. I hear these things and I'm like, I would never even think to do that. My brain just doesn't go there.
See, if I have to go into the bank, I look around while I'm waiting in line. I probably shouldn't say this in front of you, Paul, but I go, if I had to do it, how would I do it?
Oh, no.
Well, you wouldn't, because banks aren't really carrying money anymore, are they?
That's
you can't even get into a bank.
I know.
Are there any banks open anymore?
I know. Yeah, that funny little concierge come up and go, how can I help you?
Oh.
Hey, we've got to go to a quick break. We are doing Probe the Popo. We have a detective from the Armed Crime Squad joining us this morning. On the other side of this, we want to get your help for Melbourne to try and track us down in our $250,000 hide and seek, and we'll do it next. Paul is our police officer this week. He is a detective sergeant for the Armed Crime Squad. Now, Paul, we are about to embark on our $250,000 hide and seek. Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek, and people can come and find us. It's all thanks to our mates at Lexus. You can make a dynamic entrance with the Lexus LBX City SUV at Lexus of Brighton, Nepean Highway. Mention that to the guys at Victorian Police. I'll get you a deal on a Lexus if you want.
Jase knew that. Well, you must find criminals in some funny old places. I believe you once found a bad guy hiding in a dam, but wasn't doing a great job of concealing his identity.
No, that's right. So we find him in all sorts of places, but this particular incident, we chased the car for a little while, and he was out and he's taken off into some bushland, and we were scouting around with the canine, and there he was, just hiding completely under the water with his eyes sticking up, just like a
hippopotamus or a crocodile.
So yeah, he was it's an easy pinch, but yeah, they hide in some crazy places.
All right, hide and seek. We're going to go into hiding. What would be your tips for people in Melbourne listening right now to try and track us down? Because we're a step ahead.
We're giving clues.
We do give clues. We're a step ahead of the game. We either don't bring our mobiles or we turn location settings off.
That's what we do, yep.
Yeah.
So don't bother with that.
Yep.
Oh, it's fun. You guys did this a little while ago with the other station we don't talk about.
We don't mention them.
We don't mention okay word around here.
Yep. So, and it's funny because a couple of members that I know were actually out hunting you down.
Oh, really?
Imagine if the police were the first ones to knock on the door.
You send the SOG team through that front door, I will shit myself.
Probably not a good endorsement, but I don't think they got anywhere near you guys. So, I guess, you know, basic policing, you know, like if they're out trying to find you, like talk to people, ask questions, you know, CCTV these days is huge. So
yes,
it's on every corner. You can't walk around.
You know what?
So you obviously have access to what other people don't have, though.
Yeah, we do. We need that.
Yeah.
But I still think for the hide and seek for your stuff, if the guys get creative or they can influence local shopkeepers and things to have a look at their cameras. Well,
oh jeez,
maybe I shouldn't be putting that out.
The day we go hiding, if people were to check their cameras, they might see us walk past their house to the hiding spot.
They might.
So can these two?
Wait, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe this is.
Hey, if we were. We are doing hide and seek. If you could use all of your resources and on the day we go missing, we said go, how quickly do you think as Victoria Police you could find us?
Extremely quickly.
Want to put a $250,000 on it there, Paul?
I'd like to think it'd be pretty quickly.
Really?
Some of the stuff we have access to, which obviously I can't talk about.
Yeah.
It enables us to do some pretty crazy stuff.
We've all watched The Hunted. We see those rooms with the cameras in
connections, all that.
Yeah. Bloody.
So what?
See, we couldn't walk past an ATM to the safe house, for example.
Because we would pop up on your...
We'd pop up on a bloody ATM camera. We've got to be careful of that.
And this is what I say, cameras are everywhere. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Some of the places we find cameras.
We can't go through a drive-through on the way there.
You don't need to tell me twice. That's a you problem. If he goes missing, he'll be in some kind of drive-through or takeaway place. Just so you know.
It's an easy clue.
Don't give it away. So we said we're not hiding in a hospital. We're not hiding in a house. So that rules out like Airbnb and all that. Yep. And we're not hiding in a school. But everywhere else is free game.
Should we be...
Sporting field, club rooms.
Stop talking, Paul.
Should we be dressing like head to toe in like black clothes with a balaclava or something? Or is that too obvious? Should we be?
I don't know if we want to be seen walking around the street.
I think we often say that covert is overt. Sorry, overt is covert. So
Right.
I think if you just wear a tradie top, a fluoro tradie top, people aren't going to pick it.
Which is what people are wearing on Hunted. Remember they dressed up as tradies and
with
stuff.
hats.
Yes.
And because they're everywhere, it's nothing to see somebody walk down the street in a tradie uniform. So.
That means you can't wear the Louis Vuittons though. Like you got to go boots. You got to go full tradie outfit. Can't wear nice shoes on the bottom and reflective.
Oh, okay,
top.
thanks. Thanks, mate.
Spelling out for you, mate. Hey,
well, let's see how long we last.
Paul, thank you so much for coming in, mate.
Not a problem at all. Thanks
and thank you for the work the Victorian Police do as well. We love having you guys in.
Good luck trying to find us.
We were talking about it earlier. If you're looking for a career, get into the police force.
If the police work out where we are, send it through to our producers and they can contact us and say, you guys have been busted by the Popo, first of all.
Yeah, let's not send the SWAT team our way. All right, and Paul, I always say to the cops when they come in, hopefully we don't see you soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, guys.
Pride the Popo. It has just gone 8:09 here on Nova. Let's head to Ashwood. Morning, Liz. How are you?
Morning.
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
We are excellent. You're a Hawks fan, haven't you guys? Just been an awakened giant at the moment. The Hawks are coming back.
Yeah, they are indeed. Absolutely.
Well, they've been winning. Let's see if you can win too, Liz. We'd love to give you some cash this morning.
Thank you.
The question is, do you want a hard question for $5,000, a medium question for $500, or an easy question for $50?
What are we thinking, Lizzie?
Medium. Medium, thank you.
Medium?
$500.
You know what? Good call from you.
Yeah.
With the $500 question?
Yeah, I just feel like 500 is a gettable. I got this one straight away.
All right.
Oh, did you? Well, let's hope I can.
In fact, if you don't have the answer come to mind straight away, my advice would be take a guess.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
All right, Liz, I'm going to ask a question. You're going to hear a 3, 2, 1 countdown. You have to answer within that time. And if you are correct, $500 coming your way.
Come on, Lizzie!
Thank you.
Here comes your $500 question.
Liz from Ashwood. In which country was Kia founded?
3, 2, 1. Japan?
So close.
I thought you'd say that.
Korea. It was founded in 1994 in Seoul, Korea. Oh, South Korea.
Oh, goodness. Close, but not close enough.
So close.
Sorry, mate.
Jase, you actually said, I reckon if they don't know Korea, they'll guess Japan.
I did indeed.
A lot of car manufacturing happens in that part of the world.
Absolutely. I miss the old Ford factory in Geelong.
Yeah.
What did we say they're making there now?
They're
hang on, Brody?
Building frames or something.
No, they make little houses that are like almost like ready to build from IKEA.
Like pop-up houses.
IKEA houses. Do you reckon you'd still fight with your partner putting that together?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd fight with my partner about anything, to be honest.
Hey. Let's head to the school cross-country track.
2 words that I despised growing up as a kid. cross country. I was just so bad at it.
I mean, really,
It's so
running
far.
around the block and across a field.
No, you have to
isn't
run
it?
over hills, and it's not just like a running track.
Tough slog.
I know,
How
it's
long
not
was
like they're taking you out bush. Calm down.
Well, we used to do it through
Yeah,
through
Park,
through
Gels
bush, through
Park
Gels Park.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
That is what cross country is, as opposed to a running track.
yeah, it
And it was
evokes
always like
bad memories.
2 kilometres.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
yuck. Anyway,
That's a long way.
Look,
it's a long way now, let
last
alone when you have little legs.
the last couple of days has been some fierce debate online because Rachel Finch, who we all know and love, former Miss Universe Australia, she tagged along to her girl Violet's school cross country.
Yep.
Violet is 8. Now, as you're about to hear, Rachel Finch, she got a little bit too close to the action, you could say. Now, she's been criticised.
She posted this video, and mind you, she posted it with the caption "Crazy Cam." I think
Yeah.
she probably knew it was a little unhinged.
Yeah, this has blown up over the last few days. It's been unbelievable.
Basically, as all the kiddies went about their business, running up and down the hills and through the bush and the scrub, down the hills, around the track, Rachel Finch was running behind
With them.
Violet.
Okay, here we go. First, second downhill. Suck in the air, suck in the air. Go, go, go. Watch the rocks. That's it, Violet. Well done.
First of all, I'm laughing because I'm just imagining my mum, Liz, if I said, "Could you run in the cross country with me?" She would have been like, "Hell no."
Jase, initial reactions.
I don't hate it.
What?
So just hear me out.
She's a little close to the action.
Hear me
isn't
out.
she?
Hear me out, right? If you could hear some of the parents watching my kids' basketball.
Oh yeah, parents love
Like,
yelling and screaming and getting involved.
mate, it was like I was at the bloody playoffs in LA on Monday night, and I wasn't. I was just at Tulip Street at the Sandy basketball court. But I'm like, all the parents were like screaming, you know.
Yeah, but
So
that's fine.
No, so I get that she's there pushing her kid and supporting him.
Yeah.
You know, in the past, like when our kids were really young in primary school, they were nervous going on the run. So we, you know, other parents would go out walking the track with them. But the concern I've got is overnight she has come out and posted a response, right? Have a listen to the last comment she makes on this video.
Just a quick message to anyone else wanting to criticise or personally attack me for wanting to support, encourage and motivate my child to do the very best that she can do. A couple of things. Just 1, check your facts, and 2, check back in 8 or so years when Violet is an adult to see the progress.
See, I was
See, I
hoping
don't hate that bit.
I
Good
was
on her.
hoping she would say check back in 18 years to see if she had a problem with it, but it wasn't to see if she had a problem with it. It was to see the progress because I
Oh.
need her to be the best she can.
Rachel she's a great mum. They are very hands-on parents with their
absolutely.
kids. They're so supportive of their kids. They've got very active lifestyles.
I know,
think
but it
the
feels a little
issue-
stage mum to me.
Oh, yeah, but who cares? Be a stage mom. I don't mind that.
But running on a cross-country course.
And I think the issue is that other parents from the school are saying, well, my kids were running too, and they didn't want to overtake Rachel because they were intimidated by her filming and they felt like they were racing her too.
Oh, that's a bit of a stretch.
Well, but hang on. If you, at basketball, if one of the parents got on and started like on the field, on the court,
Well, you can't do that.
well, isn't that what's happening here? Well, like if they got on the court and were like helping the kid at the free throw line.
Yeah, okay, that'd be too full on. I'd say calm your farm. You're right. You're right. Stay in the car, Rachel.
No, don't stay in the car.
Put the window down, cheer from there.
I'm sort of surprised she chucked it on social media. The initial video.
I think, look, she's posted it with Crazy Cam. I think she's like, I'm a crazy,
She's taking
I'm a crazy,
the P15S,
proud,
yeah.
supportive parent.
Forget sport. I used to refuse to go to the movies with my dad if it was a comedy.
Why?
He had a very embarrassing laugh.
Oh.
Like, you know.
Can you replicate it?
And
Pipe
mum would
down,
be
Dad.
like, pull, and I would be dying. Like, you're 12 years old. Like, I remember mum and dad would be like, come on, we're going to the movies. And I would always be like, is it a comedy?
Yeah.
Because if it's a comedy, I'm not going.
I've
No,
heard that
Dad.
laugh before.
I'm reluctant these days to go with and sit next to my mum at the football. And Clint, you've
Oh,
been
I
with
love
me
it.
before, and I've made you sit next to
I
Mum, and I'm
love
like,
it.
you can listen to the
I
running
G her up
commentary
a bit.
at the Melbourne Demons games. It's like sitting next to Bruce McAvaney.
Oh,
the commentary, the feedback.
It's like, I've got eyes, Liz. I can see what's
or
going
an
on.
assistant coach. I could be sitting next to an assistant coach.
They're down
mate.
by 10 points and she's calling for the coach's head. Time to go, Simon!
Yeah, seriously. It's embarrassing when at any age when your parents are making a scene.
I'll tell you what, 13, 24, 10, where did you refuse to go to with your parents? Like, would you refuse to bring them to Sports Carnival because they do a Rachel Finch? They would leave the car and jog the cross country with you?
No, supportive parents are great, but just jogging the cross country with you. Liz wouldn't have done that. Would Tones have done that?
Oh, no, absolutely not. Well, if there was a bar there, she would have been there, but...
Yeah, with my mum, Liz.
Yeah.
13 24 10 is our number. Do you have an embarrassing parent, or are you an embarrassing parent?
Where do you refuse to take them? Talking about the video that's gone viral over the last couple of days of Rachel Finch running with her child in the school cross country, cheering them on.
Okay, here we go. First, second downhill. Suck in the air, suck in the air. Go, go, go. Watch the rocks.
I've changed my opinion. At first, I thought it was okay and a bit supportive, but I've just watched a video on her socials. I think if you look closely, you might see the chains attached to the kids' legs.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Seriously, mate. She's out there like... I felt uncomfortable
The
watching the
athletic
video
kids.
that she has posted. Just these
you
kids
didn't like
constantly... Run! Get those knees up! You can do it! Get through the park! You want dinner?
No.
Like,
Stop.
seriously.
Stop. Anyway, 13 24 10 is our phone number, and we're
Little chains
asking...
attached to their legs.
No, they don't. Stop it.
Oh, little hamsters.
We're asking,
Put them on a wheel.
are you an embarrassing parent, or do you have an embarrassing parent that you didn't want to take somewhere?
It's almost waiting to see if the kid's wearing the hat with the fishing line and food hanging off the end that they have to run towards it. If
That would work for you.
It would work
if we
for
had
me.
a fishing rod with a little pie in front of it,
You'd
you
go
would
to the
run
Olympic
very
Games.
I
quickly,
would
Jase.
go like lightning. Hey, 13 24 10, as Lauren said, embarrassing parents, where can't you take your folks? In return, I've got $250 Bailey Nelson vouchers up for grabs. They're shaking up the way you get glasses with friendly optometrists and Australian design frames at fair prices. Where can't you take your folks? School Athletics Day, or where else, Melbourne? 13 24 10.
Where do they embarrass you? Like sitting next to my mum at a Melbourne Demons game. She's so passionate. It is like sitting next to an assistant coach.
I used to hate taking my mum to restaurants.
Why?
She'd argue with the prices.
Try
and the serving size.
You're not
Like,
my
really?
dad, but sometimes I don't want to take you to a restaurant because you don't want like, no mayo, no this, no that. Can I get not this? Can I get not that?
Extra bacon.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm saving them on ingredients.
No changes to the menu would rattle you.
Jordan in St Kilda, where can't you take your mum?
Yeah, so a few years ago, we used to play, brother used to play basketball like around Australia, and I used to have to sit down the other end of the court just because she would yell out every time he would get touched slightly. Not sure if she knew the rules, but she'd be screaming out, saying, get off my son and things like that.
Oh, it's so
she meant well, but it was quite embarrassing.
Who was more embarrassed, you having to sit next to her or your brother on the basketball court?
Yeah, probably my brother,
Yeah.
but I felt like everyone was looking at me, so
Yeah.
it was quite embarrassing.
They were looking at you, Jordan.
Actually, there was one mum next to me at basketball the other night. Like, the boys were about to win. There was like 10 seconds left.
Mm.
The opposition team got the ball, and she started screaming, "Foul! Just foul him! Just foul him to stop
professional
the game!"
foul.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I'm like, you can't do
You
that.
can't say that in under
They're
eights.
eight. They're eight.
They've got to learn young. Don't mind it.
Nikki, good morning. It's your husband that you can't take somewhere.
Yes, she's so embarrassing. I joined her up into Little Nippers,
Yep.
and any races, he'd run into the water and hold all the other kids so that they couldn't go anywhere and my daughter would win the race.
What? Not hold them down. Hold their.
Yeah, he'd hold their board when they were doing paddleboarding.
Oh,
my
Did he
God.
get banned?
No, just everyone would just looked at him, and I had to stop taking her there because it was so embarrassing.
How'd he go when they stick the little bit of hose in the sand and they've got to jump up and run for the bit of hose? You guys ever seen the
called
nippers?
flags,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Is it called flags? Is it? I was very good at that.
Were you? Oh.
Yeah, Paul was a nipper.
Sprint king.
Yeah.
It's the Queenslanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good in short distances. If someone's drowning, though, someone else get him.
Henry, good morning. Your dad's embarrassing?
Yeah.
What does Dad do?
He's a masseuse.
Oh.
So he just...
And why does he embarrass you?
He massages me and it hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Too hard, Dad.
Massages you.
And
yeah,
it
because
hurts.
how old are you, Henry?
I'm 10. My birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday for
happy
tomorrow.
birthday for tomorrow.
Big
You can say to
12-year-old.
him, I know when the last time you went to Endota, but you can say to him, I'd like it softer, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad.
Otherwise, give him a bad Google
Dad's
review.
treating Henry like he's a full-grown, strong adult.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Henry, 'cause it's your birthday tomorrow, I'm going to hook you up with a Family Pastor Garfield movie, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No worries, stars. Chris Pratt, Samuel L. Jackson. The Garfield movie is action-packed comedy event for the whole family. Hit cinemas May 30.
No bottles of wine
Good
for
on
Henry.
you, Henry. No bottles of wine for Henry. Should we?
I give a
You're
case
welcome,
of
Henry.
wine to a kid once.
Yeah,
and
we'll
you
never
never let me live it down.
They all want one now.
One more call here from
Got any
Ormond. We got Sasha on the line. Sasha, where does your dad embarrass you?
Hi guys. At the Asian restaurant. So he's white, doesn't have an accent, but he well, I don't know if he likes to do it or if he unintentionally does it, but he puts on an Asian accent when he talks to the waiters.
No, you can't do that, Sasha.
What, when he's ordering?
Yeah, or just all the time.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that, Dad. You can't do that, Dad. You can't be doing that, Dad. Nah.
I don't know what to say. You absolutely can't do that.
No. I wonder if he knows he's doing
I
it.
want to send her and her family out to dinner now.
No.
Okay.
No.
Be something my dad
I wonder
would
if
have
he
done.
realises he's doing it.
Anyway.
It's a different world, Dad. It's a different world.
Dad. Now, it is a big night for some people tonight. It's State of Origin, of which I have zero to little understanding of and interest in, to be fair. But I am marrying a Queenslander.
Gets
who
90,000.
loves
Gets 90,000
State
at
of
the
Origin.
MCG
I know
for game
lots of
2.
people love it.
Yeah. So it starts in New South Wales tonight in Sydney.
Yep.
Yeah. So my Paulie loves the State of Origin. Queenslander, much like you, Jase, gets very excited about it. So
It's a great time of the year. All rolls out after 7 p.m. on Channel 9 tonight on the wide world of sports.
I knew he would make me watch it tonight.
Yeah, I'm
so
coming
last
over.
night, I thought I'd ask him a few questions about State of Origin without him realising that I was
Okay.
recording his answers, and I think he took it quite well.
What time is State of Origin on?
7:30 tomorrow.
Are we going to watch it?
Sure are.
Who's playing?
State of Origin's Queensland and New South Wales. So you need to know that.
What? As if I would know that. Why is there no Melbourne team?
Are you joking?
No. When do we play?
Oh, God, you're such a fool. Foolish.
I was confused because I didn't know if it was NRL or NFL.
Oh, my God.
Is Billy Slater playing in it?
Oh, my God. He's the coach.
Oh. Which one?
You bet the fool.
But if I'm going to watch it, I want to be into it. How many points do you get if you get a goal? 6?
It's too hard to explain. Actually, you need to get on Google.
How many do you get if you kick it through the goalpost? 6?
Oh, my, it's complicated. 2 points.
2 points? How many do you get for a touchdown?
It's not called a touchdown, it's called a try. It's so frustrating. Oh.
How many touchdowns do they get in a normal State of Origin game?
You do your research. I'm no longer talking if you find a word. You're going to research the people who attend your station.
I think he took it quite well, my interest in State of Origin.
He's a good teacher, isn't he?
He was on his laptop. He was trying to work, and he was no happy with me. And I take it Billy Slater is not playing.
I've
from
changed
that
my mind.
response.
I don't want to be anywhere near you watching the game tonight.
Billy the kid is the coach.
That will do my head in.
But how annoying when I said, "Do we have to watch it?" He goes, "Yes, we do."
Well, you know what? We should swap because do you know what Lou will be making me watch tonight?
Bridgerton. Is the next 4 episodes dropped yet?
Teen Mum.
Oh, Teen Mom. It's not Teen Mum. It's Teen,
Teen Mom.
Great.
Oh,
why don't you like that?
Because it
sounds quite dramatic.
It's terrible.
When you have to watch something your partner wants to watch and you have to pretend you're interested in, it's a massive punish, isn't it?
I got her to watch Below Deck, the new episode.
Did she like it though?
She pretended to like it.
Yeah. Paul makes me watch horse racing on a Saturday, and oh my God.
Don't they sort of lace
what
it
a way
with
to ruin your Saturday.
They lace it with a bit of fashion, though, don't they?
Can't you
Oh,
pretend?
no. Yeah, they do on
Do
the
they?
one that Emma Friedman and Kate Waterhouse is on. But he's watching one
TVN
where it's...
or racing.com.
You know what, Clint? Sometimes he watches it on the TV and on his iPad and sometimes on his phone at the same
Well, you
time.
can never have enough screens.
Do what Lou does. She pretends to like a lot of things we do together.
Yeah, it's pretty much how most relationships work.
Like marriage.
13.
I'm really into this marriage
Can
thing.
we run with this? 13, 24, 10. What does your partner make you watch?
That you absolutely can't stand.
Teen Mum is terrible.
See, I can't stand Below Deck.
Oh,
And you
it's
made me try
great.
and watch it.
It's so much fun.
What's the storyline in Teen Mum?
Spoiler alert. Teens hook up and get pregnant.
Sounds...
I've said too much. And then they even do Where Are They Now?
Oh, do they?
I don't
those
care.
ones.
I'll give
I
you
like
a hot
the
tip.
catch-ups.
Centrelink? Like, you know where they
whoa.
are. No, like, honestly, sorry.
You know what else Paul likes watching? And I'm like, why are we watching this? The air crash investigation.
I love
No,
it.
why would you ever get on a plane again if you want to watch that?
You want to know how sick in the head I
You
am?
watch them on a plane?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Yep. When they're putting down the flaps, I'm like, oh, I know that sound from air crash investigation.
Is that a good sound or a bad sound?
Depends when they're putting down the flaps.
Oh my gosh. 13, 24, 10 if your partner makes you watch something you hate.
Call now. Everyone's invited to Lauren's house tonight. Paul, her partner's making you watch the State of Origin.
He's a Queenslander, a proud Queenslander,
Oh
and
my
he's
God.
making me watch it, and I don't understand it.
I got a Maroons Guernsey. I'll bring it over for you.
No thanks.
Matt, in Werribee, what does your partner make you watch?
Nah, I make her watch the wrestling pretty much every Tuesday and Saturday.
Like the WWE.
I would leave you.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
Matt, you know I secretly love the WWE.
Do you? Really?
SummerSlam.
Do you do it?
WrestleMania.
Do you do it as foreplay, Matt, and then be like, "Hey, should we wrestle?"
Who's
Well, it's got so bad that it's actually started appearing in her algorithm on Instagram.
do you get around on the weekend in one of those fake wrestling championship belts?
No.
Do you wear a mask?
No, that's been discussed as an ick by my wife.
Right.
So,
Who's your
yeah.
favourite?
Oh God, where do I start? No, that's a conversation
Stone
not
Cold
the
Steve
people want to
Austin.
hear.
Was that his name? I still love it.
Do you reckon Lauren would
Loved
have
it. The Undertaker.
a mask at home?
Oh, yeah, she would.
A mask?
Yeah.
Like a wrestling mask.
She'd have a
No,
mask.
I think it was only the Mexican wrestlers that wore the masks. The rest don't wear them.
Right.
Mm.
You'd have a mask and a belt.
No, I never had a belt. But I did go to WrestleMania once, and they all had belts.
You
And
came back
all
with
the
a bit of
fans had
merch.
belts. It was crazy. The Undertaker.
The Undertaker?
Yeah, The Undertaker is he? He's retired, but is he alive and well?
Is he?
Yes, he is.
God, this
I
sets
think
the
he
scene
nearly
for a bit of a
wasn't.
throwdown at home, doesn't it?
The Undertaker.
Paul, I'll get my mask. We're on. 13, 24, 10.
You don't want Paul jumping on you. He'd flatten you.
Paul would kill me.
He's a big unit.
He a big boy.
You ain't getting up after that.
The big rig.
13, 24, 10 is our number. What does your partner make you watch? Binge has a great show called Below Deck. New season
One
starts
of your
today. Or started yesterday. Got my wife to watch it with me last night.
Well, I'm glad
She
she
loved
watched it with you.
Loved it.
My gorgeous fiance,
She told you that.
Paul, is a Queenslander, and he is making me watch State of Origin with him tonight. And as a supportive wife-to-be, I will be probably driving him crazy watching it with him.
What do you make him watch?
Because
Because I know you watch Current Affair every night. Did he used to watch
I
that
love a
before?
current affair. No, we love a current affair. We're like a couple of old people. But I quite like, all like Kardashians, Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, yeah.
But Paulie doesn't hate that stuff. He'll sit there with me and watch it.
Yeah, because he loves a laugh.
Yeah.
I've started going through the back catalogue of Seinfeld.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
You can have
good.
that.
That's good gear.
Great
Some of
gear. Lou hates it.
No.
that. Mel from Taylor's Lakes, what does your partner make you watch?
Look, I'm not sure if you're aware if the show Jag, I think it was made back in the 70s or 80s.
It wasn't the 70s. It was in the 90s. Calm
What's
down.
Jag?
Jag. Was
It's a Navy show.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's bloody terrible, and my partner has to sit down and watch it, and I have to watch it as well.
Yeah. Is it like
It's
MASH?
a court show on...
No.
No, it's more like an Air Force court,
Oh.
sort of, they take, I'm not
Yeah.
really sure, to be honest, but
it's
yeah,
like
it's terrible.
it's like an NCIS.
In the Air Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Mel.
It is brutal. Don't
Yeah.
ever watch it.
No, I won't be watching that. I'll be too busy watching State of Origin. How exciting.
1995 to 1996.
Yeah, she said the 70s. That's about right.
They got good entertainment during the State of Origin.
Do they?
Usually, yeah.
What's the
Usually they
halftime-
have
at the
usually let me
halftime?
Google. They'll have some sort of big act.
Amy Shark or some such thing.
Natasha from
Guy
Seaford.
Sebastian, maybe?
Exactly.
You have to watch a weird TV show?
Yes, good morning, guys. My husband makes me watch Doctor Who, the actual original Doctor Who.
Oh,
so from
God.
the very...
How
very,
often is he making you watch that?
Well, at the moment, we're watching the most up-to-date recent Christmas special.
The
but
Christmas special, great.
Yeah, I know. So we're watching it as often as they come out, and
Yeah.
the remakes as well as all the original episodes that have been released.
Speaking of Christmas movies, though, I make Paul watch Love Actually every Christmas, and he's like, "Do we have to do this again?"
You know,
yeah,
I've-
we do have to do it again because
Spent
it's
20
the
minutes
best movie ever made.
yesterday trying to find where I can watch Water Rats.
Water Rats.
It's a good show.
I don't know if that's on the
Channel
streaming
9 should
services.
bring it
It
back.
is not.
I might speak to them about
You
that.
should. You have
Was it,
friends
was
in
it a
high
Channel 9
places.
show?
Yeah.
Is there some old bird called Margaret that works in some sort of library up there at Channel 9 that she could get me the
Margaret,
tapes?
yep. I'll speak to
Can you
Margaret
speak,
and
Can you speak
David.
to Margaret? See
Yep.
if you can get the Water Rats tapes
Absolutely.
on VHS.
Let's go to Brad in Kuwira. Morning, Brad. What does your partner make you watch? Can't stand.
Good morning, Jason, Lauren, and Clint. My wife started making me watch Married at First Sight, and if anybody asked me, I absolutely hate it, but I've kind of secretly started enjoying it.
It's so good, Maths.
Yeah,
It's just real life
so,
drama.
But if anybody asked me, I still hate that show.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Get I love Maths. Love it.
I watched Toy Story
Boy-
to hook up with a girl once.
You watched it to hook up with a girl once.
Yeah, it was like oh sorry, I'm trying to find Water Rats.
His phone's just started playing Water Rats. Oh.
You know, it was like come around to my place, we'll have dinner.
What, like, not like a tutorial?
And then watch a movie and she put on Toy Story. I was like, what do we do? What's this? But
But the things you do when you're on a date.
I know, but you can't really make a move during Toy Story.
Why not? You know how it ends.
You
What,
can't have a
the
wandering
movie or
hand
the-
when there's bloody
Yeah, you can.
when Woody's on the screen looking
Yeah,
for
you
Buzz
can.
Lightyear.
Yeah, you can.
Appropriate.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, what? And you're going to keep going at it while that's on?
Yeah, why not? Knock stuff out. You're on a date.
Well, we found someone's niche. Animation.
Let's go to Carissa. Good morning. Do you make your partner watch something?
Honestly, I feel for you because I'm that partner, and it's even weirder because I'm American, but I make my partner watch the Matildas games, but it's like a comfort show to fall asleep.
The soccer?
You fall
yeah,
asleep
it's
to the
one
soccer?
step further, so, she's got to know, I pause on different players, and I'm like, okay, what's their name? It's a quiz, you got to know who's who,
Oh.
what's the lesbian drama, who's dated who, who's dating somebody that plays on the same team,
Did
Caitlin
you say
Ford
what's the
dating
lesbian
Team
drama?
Yeah, you need to if you're going to follow women's soccer. Oh my
You
gosh,
want all
we
the
don't put
go-
that
you
much
want the goss.
TV.
Just, Carissa, just be careful watching it before bed because I stumbled across this. We used to watch NCIS with Michael Weatherly. You know Michael Weatherly? Google him. And my wife
Is he
was...
the redhead?
No, you're thinking of bloody...
I get them all.
Yeah, NCIS, Mamie. Michael Weatherly.
Horatio.
Yeah, good-looking stallion.
Yeah.
And Lou was happy to watch it just before
Yeah,
we went
yeah,
to bed.
yeah.
And it took me a while to realise, are you thinking of Michael Weatherly when we
was
go
she
to
worked
bed?
up?
Yeah.
Was she worked up?
Well, sometimes,
she?
yeah.
Why do you think women liked watching George Clooney in ER before bedtime?
Might roll out ER tonight.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
look just like George. She'd never, ever know.
Mary in Fairfield, what show do you make your partner watch or they make you?
Okay, now my partner makes me watch a YouTube guy. He hates going on holidays. I don't know why. So we watch a person on a scooter or on a bike on YouTube and around different countries in America, in the streets of America or Mexico or wherever they go. And it just makes me watch it for hours on end. It drives me insane.
Just a guy scooting around America.
And does your partner sit there laughing, watching how funny
he
is
just
he?
comments, look at this and laughs at that. Yeah, it's just the things that you see is unbelievable. It does get interesting, but yeah, it's insane that he doesn't like to go. He'd rather just sit down and watch it.
There you go.
It's hard no from me.
No, that's a hard no from me too. But shout out to all the supportive partners who will be watching State of Origin tonight. I bet you're as excited about it as I am.
You are on the air with Jase and Lauren. Clint's here as well, and we are teaming up for one hell of a night tomorrow night. Nova's Red Room with this lady.
You got me spinning in your atmosphere.
Final invite to Keita Alexander's Nova Red Room.
I'm excited. It's going to be fun. We're having a team night out tomorrow night. Chapel off Chapel. What a venue.
Are we doing pre-drinks?
We might as well. Well, yeah. Sure.
Well, Clint's not drinking.
What are we wearing? Tuxedo or more casual?
No. You know, last time we went to a red room.
Don't. What?
Last time we went to a red room, it was really hot. It was at the SP, and Jase wore this matching silk set of like silk shorts and the silk top.
Was
remember?
it
And everyone on social
like resort wear?
slammed him that he was in his pajamas.
They put me in the paper as saying Jase didn't know the Red Room was on because he rocked up in his pajamas.
You should reprise it.
Was it Elton
Actually,
John number?
show us the shorts you've got on now. Show Clint, because you've got a matching shirt to those too.
You got a onesie,
A
like
set,
a one
like
piece.
a set. Yeah, no, two
Not
pieces.
1 piece, 2 piece, but you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think you should wear that.
know.
It's winter and it's Melbourne. Get your coloured shorts off.
I'll wear my skins
Go a
under.
jean and a
Black jeans.
crisp
and
shirt.
a t-shirt.
Okay. Ryan from Officer, you've scored an invite to Nova's Red Room. We will see you tomorrow night.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
No
Can't
problem.
wait. See you there, Ryan. Ellie from Belgrave, good morning.
Good morning.
Would you like to join us at Keita Alexander tomorrow night at Chapel off Chapel?
I would love to.
Done.
Yay! We will see you there, girlfriend.
Done. I don't know what we're doing after, Ellie. Could be an after party at Lauren's place. We could be charging
It
through.
will be.
Yes, count me in.
Okay, done.
Russell in Cranbourne, let's check in with you. You want to come to Keita tomorrow night?
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yes, Russ.
You're on
we'll
the door
see you
list.
there.
Yeah.
And our final invite
Yep.
for today. Let's go to Surrey Hills. Susie, good morning.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
Good.
We are good.
Have you got a big fan of Keita in your household?
I am my daughter. My daughter, she'd love to go. So
Oh, my
she'd be
gosh.
so happy.
We will see you at Nova's Red Room tomorrow night with Keita Alexander. We can't wait.
Oh, thank you very much.
You tell
Well done, Mum.
Tell your daughter to bring her own bottle. We're not just rocking up at Lauren's after party with nothing.
Well, we don't know how old her daughter is, actually. So.
Actually, it's a good point. It's a good. Yeah.
These are hot tickets, eh?
They are.
That's a
Phones
good-
are ringing out.
That's a good point.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hey, that is it. We are getting out of here for the day, everybody.
Now, I've got some exciting news, Jase. Tomorrow when we come in, it'll be Thursday, which is your favourite day of the week, and then it's Friday of a long weekend. Sing it, sis. We are on the home stretch
You know
to
what
a
I'm
long
excited
weekend.
about?
That's delightful.
I ordered a skip bin.
Oh,
You've
that's
already
got you all
started the
worked up.
clean out.
Yep, Friday.
Good
Friday.
boy.
Skip bin
I'm
rolls
proud
out.
of you.
Yep.
Actually, not a bad long weekend activity.
Clint got in my head. I'm moving house in about 26 days.
And we are going to hear about the packing
So
for
you're
the next
packing?
26 days.
So, Friday, that giant skip is 9 metres too big for a skip bin.
Well,
I don't know.
It's a lot of
I'm not good.
I'm sure you got a lot of stuff. It's amazing how much stuff you accumulate
Isn't
over a
it?
couple of years.
Just crap.
My last house we only lived in for 2 years, and I could not believe the stuff we
I
had.
know, I'm the same. I'm like, when was the last time I got on my Razor scooter? That's got to go.
Turf before you pack.
Oh, sorry?
You turf your stuff before you
Oh,
pack
absolutely.
it. It's just cupboard by cupboard.
Yep.
Away you go.
I got it.
Makes the process a lot easier, Lauren.
Hey,
Oh, sensible Clint Stanaway strikes again.
It's a fun police
It's a
pullover.
last week job. It's a panic in the
It is.
last
It's-
week.
it's not a last
Chuck it
week.
all in and move it.
Hey, Mel is in next. Your chance to win a trip a day every day on Nova this week. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for being a friend. Gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.
Nova.